Welcome in. Welcome in to Joe's Bowling Sports and Ministry Talks TV, where you get your bowling, your sports, your ministry, your talks, your TV, bones, and some cooking, a little bit of yarn from your boy J.O. to the E. How y'all doing tonight? I am live and in charge. Ex- Um, that makes more sense. I don't think that made very more sense. But hey, we're here. We're live. Just coming in. I want to see how you guys doing tonight. About to get ready to cook dinner. Just drinking some water. Trying to hydrate myself and all that good stuff. About to get ready to go in here and get my chicken wing down here in a minute. I'm just letting the phone charge a little bit before I get up and go to the kitchen and get started on uh my quick meal here. I probably eat a piece of leftover corn and mix some potatoes to go with it. You know I love my potatoes. And also right now my teeth is messed up, so I gotta have some form of potato right now because yeah, I don't wanna just in case I can't eat the other food, I got potatoes at least to back it up, you know? So yeah. Yeah, 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 when we get Papa. But anyways, yeah. Um, how's everybody doing tonight? How's everybody feeling? I hope everybody's well. I just got sleepy a little while ago, y'all. I'm dealing with a bit of dehydration. So it's making me a bit on the drowsy side the last few days. I'm trying to drink water to keep myself up, and get myself going here. You know, I'm trying to put some pep, pep in Popeye's step. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go here in the kitchen in a minute. Yeah, we're gonna get started on this meal as soon as the phone get to about 65% or so. Because we're not gonna stay on all night tonight. We're not gonna do it. Um, I've been staying on super late, and I'm for so that's what we're gonna do. We're going to. I gotta glue my key. I have to few little things I have to do. So my phone ain't gonna charge if it ain't on charge, though, is it? If my phone ain't on charge, it ain't gonna charge, though, right? Okay. What's going on, 20 Lord? What you got going on? You cooking some, what you got over at eat, Lord? 20, what you got to eat, Lord? So when my phone gets like 65%, we're gonna go in the kitchen. I'm going to be drinking some more water as we prepare this meal. Also, when we make a cup of Java. Do you guys know what Java is? It rhymes with lava. It does. It rhymes with lava. Yes. Yes. Yes, baby. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. You said just been busy. I had hamburger helper today with a salad on the side and a piece of toast. Okay. 20, do you be having garlic toast or just regular plain toast? That's what I always wanted to ask. Do you be having garlic toast or just plain toast? That's what I always wanted to ask you because our regular plain toast, okay. Do you like garlic toast, 20 or no? Do you like garlic toast or you're not into garlic toast like that? Huh? Hey Ma, how you doing? I love you. I called you back. I called you earlier. You didn't answer the phone. You like the garlic cheese toast? I do too. I like that too. I like to make my own though. I like to make my own. You say I like garlic toast and I like the garlic cheese. Okay, 20. I like to make my own. It's really easy to make your own. My wife has a really good recipe, and I just do that. And it'd be really good. I enjoy it big time. Sprinkle a little cheese on top of that thing and let it brown. Be good. Last time I used some fresh mozzarella cheese and it didn't work out right though. It made my bread real soggy. And then by the time I got done unsoggy, it was hard. So what do? You put in the toaster, 20, or do you put it in the oven? My phone taking forever to charge. My head. I'm feeling pretty good. I'm just a little bit sleepy. I gotta drink some more water. I just woke, but then started falling asleep because I gotta drink some more water. About to get ready to make some chicken and a little tater. Just in case I can't eat the chicken, I got a little tater I can eat. So I went to Kroger today, and Kroger's has a bag of chicken wings for $5.99, and they are like, what can I say? The chicken wing pieces are like unorthodox pieces. They just like weird little scraps, but they're $5.99 for almost 3 pounds of chicken. Um, I need to go to the meat market and get some wings for the summertime. Really, honestly, I think that's what I'm going to do. Ouch. Uh, 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 the agnail or fingernail, whatever you call agnail, whatever you call it, the hangnail, one of the two. And I gotta get out of my finger. It's hurting. I get some tweezers and get up out of there. I'm like, it's tearing me up. But I need to get up to the meat market and get some wings to have for the summertime. Cause shoot, I eat wings all summer long in some form or way. If I ain't mostly grilling them though. A grilled wing sounds amazing right now. That sounds good. Oh man, that sounds good. A nice little grilled wing. Oh man, hot and fresh off the grill. Can somebody come light my grill up right quick? I got my knife. This is an all-purpose knife. It do a little bit of everything. All right, let's go get moving around. Yeah, let's go get moving around a little bit. Just sitting there, one somebody gonna get it. I'll be asleep. I'm messing around, be sleep over here. I promise y'all, be over here knocked out. So what happened to Joe? Be snoring and everything. Oh man. Okay, y'all. Yeah, I went to Kroger today and got these hot dogs. They're on sale for $2. Really good deal. My son likes hot dogs, and I'll do too. That's a really good deal for some beef hot dogs. But that's all we eat around here is beef hot dogs. I ain't never had a turkey hot dog before. I ain't never had a turkey hot dog ever in my life. But I did see they got them. But I'd rather have to be. I said a beef hot link. Hold on 1 second, y'all. I gotta go get this pit right quick. That's not a bad deal. Yeah, that's a good deal. I don't know. When you get those for around 250, that's a good deal. I'm trying to get myself uh, hydrated any way possible. If not, I'm gonna have to go to the hospital. And I don't want to. I use my calendars like every night in some form or fashion. I went to Walmart tonight and I got me some buttermilk cornbread, um, cornmeal mix. They don't have this everywhere anymore. They're like literally trying to eliminate that for some reason. And they don't have that mix everywhere. So when you see it, you gotta get it. You gotta jump on that mix when you get it. Cause I bought a head of cabbage and I gotta go get me some Maggie so I can make me a head of cabbage. And I'm just gonna make the cabbage and some smoked turkey and I'm gonna add some bacon stuff to it. But smoked turkey gonna be my meat. Cause some days you just gotta have meals like that. When you feel like you ate, you feel like you want to just kind of clear your body out and get your body back good. You gotta have days where you have meals, really light meals like that. And so that's what I want. I just want a really light day, like really, really light, away from the pasta, the spaghetti, the chickens, and you know, even though I try to cook those things as light as I possibly can, uh, I want to get away from those things. You get away from those things for a couple of days, get your body kind of like going. See, the last couple of days I've been kind of cutting on my vegetables and not. I said I was getting a little too lazy with that. Like I don't mind like not cutting bell pepper and like if I got to do certain things, but if I just got to cut an onion, like come on, Joe, it's expensive. It really is. It gets too expensive when you buy and chopped onion for everything, like for potatoes and onions. No. Now I'm making spaghetti and I got to chop them and dice them. Yes, but if I'm making a spaghetti and I got the bag with the bell pepper and onion stuff, yeah. But if I gotta for potatoes and onions, I just gotta slice them and put them in my potatoes and onions. Just cut the onion. It's much cheaper that way because you be using a whole bag every time, and the whole bag on you about $1.75, and you get a whole bag of onions for $1.75. So yeah, I had to cut the laziness out just a little tad bit. Sometimes you do. I know sometimes it's like, ugh, it sure is much better just to do that. It is now. I do like just doing that. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. I do like. I was having fun just pouring that bag out of there, but again, it will wear down on your pockets really quick. And again, it's just one onion. It ain't five or six. It's just one. I ain't gonna lie. This popsicle is doing me some justice. This popsicle waking me up. That's how dehydrated I am, y'all. Yo, it's like the bag look like this, so the chicken kind of a little discombobulated. They're not like all put together all nice and pretty and nothing. But again, the piece is kind of like a little small and weird. But again, you get 3 pounds. uh, and like I said, I want to go to the meat market and get some wings the right way, so I can have some wings uh to grill with, some good wings to grill. Cause again, Lord, mm, I'm full. I'm full on these though. Mm, I'm full on these. It look like you need a whole bag of these just for one person. I promise you. Mm, they $5. You know what I'm saying? What can you say? You know? What can you say for $5? There's definitely nothing you can grill or nothing. I mean, Lord. I've been great, 20. I've been amazing. How about you? I have been amazing. I'm feeling amazing. I'm gonna see if there's another popsicle in here I can kind of snack and nibble on a little bit. Um, and try to help myself get a little hydrated here. But I'm great. I am awesome. God is good. God is the joy and the strength of my life. Removes all pain, misery, and strife. Promise to keep me, never to leave me, never ever far. Short of His word, I've got to fast and pray. Stay in the narrow way. Keep my life clean every day. I want to go with Him when He comes back. I come too far, and I'm never turning back. God is, God is God is. Oh, 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 oh. God is. God is my all. And oh, okay. We got our chicken here, y'all. Got it all mixed up. And googly moogly. This ain't gonna be juicy. Mm, ew, doggy. Open the floodgates of heaven. Let it rain. Oh, let it rain. Boom, 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 boom. Open the floodgates of heaven. Yeah, they're unorthodox, but they can, they're doing what they're doing. So what I'm doing is I'm just setting these to the side. They're gonna be already kind of floured and ready and set to the side. I'm cooking a little early tonight because, like I said, I ain't gonna be on here all night like I have been the last couple of nights. I kind of just was on here just to be on here, really honestly. And yeah, I'm just um, and so I'm not gonna be on here no 5, 6 hours a night at all. Oh yeah, I gotta bend down to get some. Yeah. Okay, I'm glad. I'm getting the popsicle. Okay. I'm glad you feel better though, Tony. That's good. Let's see what I'm getting. Yeah, I actually saw where Walmart has a big, huge thing of steak seasoning. It's like $8. I want to give that a go. Usually, all of it's pretty much the same. Um, I just can't overuse it. I could use it any kind. I just can't overuse it. Like sometimes I get a little heavy. It's got some in it. Yeah, 20. You need to get some popsicles. They're good for headaches and everything. They're good for my dehydration, headaches, a little bit of everything. Um, when I'm dehydrated like this, I usually suck down a bunch of Slurpees. Honestly, and they stay down because they're full of sugar. But I'm trying not to do that this time. Not a bunch, but I sucked down about three of them, and that sugar will stay on me. But I'm trying to get my body get the fluids off my body as well, but not be dehydrated. It's kind of hard to do that. So I'm gonna make a doctor's appointment again and see why it's like this. Why I can't stop using the bathroom. I done told him 1,000 times, but I haven't. This new doctor I got, I haven't talked to him about it yet. So that's what I'm gonna do tomorrow. I'll make a appointment with my new doctor and I'm gonna ask him uh why I'm struggling with that. Maybe it's something he can look into a little bit. So, because I mean, I'm fighting through it right now, but the way my body feel right now, some probably wouldn't even be able to stand up. That's just the truth. That's how bad my back and stuff hurt right now from dehydration, and it only happens when I get dehydrated. Yeah. 20, I be fighting that enemy be trying to mess with me, trying to tear my body. 20. I be fighting that old enemy. He be trying to play with my body, but I be fighting that thing, fighting that old evil spirit. I used to let him win all the time. Oh, mm, 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 just, but I want me and the devil had a tussle, but I won. Me and the devil had a tussle, but I won. What's going on, sis? How you doing? Yeah, she's fine. I hate him, and he hates me. Me and the devil had a tussle, but I won. We can't agree. I hate him. He hates me. Me and the devil had a tussle, but I won. That's a shout by Bishop Younger. But I won. I'm gonna see if I can turn this game on in a minute. I'm gonna let y'all hear that. That's one of my favorite shouts. I want to pick some terrible potatoes over here, y'all. I don't know what I was picking. I mean, terrible. Everyone I picked out of the bag were no good. I hate when I do that because they way too high for that. Way too high. But I don't like Walmart potatoes anyways. I shouldn't even got them because I'd have been a Corvus 1,000 times. I just opened this bag up and I told myself that too. I went, why get potatoes from there? You're not gonna use them right now. Don't get none from them right now because they potatoes they go bad in like 2 days. I had a Kroger potato probably about, I promise you, probably 2 weeks I had those potatoes. These ones going bad already. I just bought them like 2 days ago. But these had to be bad already for this to even look like this. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I'm cutting spots out of them and all types of stuff. They look like some surplus potatoes. He said, I have never bought them there. Were they any good? Were they any good? Like right now, these got to go directly in water. Like they can't sit out at all. Like they turn it brown if I cook them. Like that is not good. That's good. These right here, Walmart's always do me like that every time. And I thought the Kroger ones was gonna go bad because they was on sale. I'm thinking, oh, these gonna last very long, but I'll just use what I can because they were two for four, two 5 pound bags for $4. So I'm thinking they ain't gonna last very long at all. I'm like, and them things last for 2 weeks. So I don't know. I haven't cooked with them yet, but they look really good, and they are big. The ones at the Walmart look like golf balls, small and dried up looking. Yep, that's what these are. These ain't that bad in size, but they sure got a lot of bad spots in them. Once I get done cutting the spots out of them, they small. Or if I really like want some good potatoes, you know how they got the ones that they wrap up for baking potatoes. You know how you got the ones that they wrap up for baking potatoes. Huh? You know the ones they wrap up for baking potatoes. The ones I had one would look terrible. Yeah. Yep. So what I do is I take them and I put them in a bag. I put them in a bag and then ring them up as sweet potatoes. Don't judge me. I repented afterwards. I repented afterwards. I repented afterwards. After I got outside, I felt so bad. And I didn't do it no more after the fifth time. After the fifth time, I said I ain't gonna do it no more. Something about after 5 times of doing it, it's like, man, it kicked in. You know, what are you doing? Like, what are you doing? These not sweet potatoes. You know, it began to kick in that these are not really sweet potatoes. Yeah, yes. After that fifth time, it kicked in. You know, I said, you know, God is good. You know, these are not sweet potatoes, Joe. What happened? Everything okay? Oh, see, I began to praise God for bringing me out of darkness into His marvelous light. He said, probably have rain up wrong. Oh, oh, so now you probably have. Oh, but it wasn't. You probably have. So what's this confessional at the food mart? Episode 1? No, probably have. Yeah. I probably rang up the wrong apples 20 times too. Since we confessing. For some reason I always accidentally hit the wrong button to Red Delicious apples. Man, my apples too expensive, Lord. My apples is too expensive. The apples me and my wife eat is expensive. We like envy apples. They always, every now and then they be on sale. Every now and then. I mean, that's every blue moon they be on sale. Man, we run out of money trying to buy our apples every month. You think honey crisp is expensive? Try envy. Try envy apples. Envy, you can buy steak. And I ain't lying. And I ain't making up nothing. You buy about 6 or 7 envy apples, it's like $12, $13 for 6 or 7 envy apples. Lord, envy is really good. Envy is the best apple ever. It's crispy, it's sweet. I mean, it's never bad. It's so expensive the store don't even have them all the time. And that's the truth. The apple's so expensive the store don't even buy them all the time. Or they have like some real bad ones if there is. At certain times of the year, they have like some real bad ones. No, I never had the cotton candy grape. And during peach season, nectarines are peaches. Yes, nectarines are always peaches. Because for some reason they want to charge you like $2 more a pound for a nectarine. Like, and that's on sale. I think today peaches was like $1.29 a pound, and nectarines was $2.99 on sale. And the peaches didn't taste. That nectarine was so fire. That nectarine was so fire. It's just a peach, really, without fur on it. And that nectarine, you ain't never had a nectarine for real? That nectarine fire, boy. I had a nectarine. I had bought a peach so I can get the number off of there, and so it looked more natural, so I could so I could look in the bag and make it seem like I was doing something natural. Help me, Lord. I'm repenting though. I repented afterwards. But and that nectarine, yeah. If you like peaches, you'll like nectarines. I'm gonna make one more small potato. If you like peaches, you'll definitely like nectarines. Like for real. Yeah. If you're a peach person, you like peaches, you gonna love that. You gonna love nectarines for real. They just taste so much better. Yeah, you gonna love nectarines. Then you gonna like nectarines way better. You're not gonna ever want to get a ne- you got. You're not gonna ever want to get a peach ever again. You're gonna be like, I'm just gonna get the nectarine. It tastes just like a peach. I mean, it tastes identical to a peach, but nectarines are way sweeter, and the smoothness, they way more smoother. And even when they not ripe, they good. So they don't even got. They could be kind of hard a little bit, kind of like an apple. You don't gotta let them get ripe, and they still sweet. If you get them from the right place. Like I had some from Kroger today that wasn't even soft yet, and they were sweet like candy. So I can imagine how sweet they is gonna get if I had to let them let them get soft. I can imagine how sweet they is gonna get. Yeah, that's what you gonna love it because of that. It ain't got fur on the peach. That fur on that peach make my mom itch real bad. And it used to make me itch real bad. The fur did on the peach did, but I grew out of it as I got older. But that fur used to make me itch when I was younger. So I never ate peaches at all. And then I met my wife. She walked with a peach behind her. So I begin to love peaches again. Let's see what I'm doing here. Cutting potatoes. Sorry, I don't know. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. Sorry, excuse me. That came out bad. That came out really bad. I'm so sorry. Sorry, guys. Excuse me for that one. Sorry, I'm so sorry, guys. Excuse me for that one. That one came out bad. I didn't mean it. Please don't leave. I didn't mean it. I meant it, but I didn't mean it. I definitely meant it. Yeah, because she definitely has one. I was looking when we was walking in the store today. I was looking and I wanted to reach out and grab. I wanted to reach out and touch somebody's hand and make this world a better place if we can. Yeah, that's how I was feeling. Yeah, yeah. I did mean it. Yeah, yeah, I meant it. Yeah. Mm. Yeah, I see what Paul be meaning by it. That's why I don't get mad at Paul. That's why I don't get angry with him. You can't. It's hard. I can't get mad at Paw. You know, I can't get upset at Paw. It ain't his fault. You know, it ain't Paw's fault. Let me get my. Let me put up my turkey, y'all. I want to eat this little bit of turkey. This turkey breast was really good. I got some Oscar Mayer honey smoked turkey. It was really good. That was really good. Oh, do we? I don't blame him. I don't blame Paw. Okay, let me do this. I don't even know how to. Let's see if I can do it. Hold on, y'all. I think I might have got it. I think. I think. I haven't. Yeah, it's been a while since I've been missing. I haven't used a PlayStation in a long time. Um, okay. Okay. Mm, I think I got it. I'm working. Okay, what I'm doing here. This is my favorite shout, y'all. Well, one of them. Uh, he got he got a couple of them that he got a couple shouts, y'all. That's fire. Oh, I gotta turn it on. Hold on 1 second, yeah. Okay, here we go. Listen, I'm gonna have chicken. Listen, And this is one of my favorite ones because they do it in Spanish too. Listen. Can agree. I hate him, and he hates me. But me and the devil had a tussle, but I won. But I won. Me and the devil. She gonna say it. That one right there. I kind of like that one a little bit, but I don't like the musicians. The musicians don't sound that good. The musicians is better because he traveled with he travels around with a dude play trombone. Here is actually at one of the 17 churches he oversees. Hear that trombone? Uh, 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 uh. Me,
I don't know y'all had tambourines up on the
he went to he did it. What's the name last year? He did a what's the name last year at um I can't think of it. It comes to me in a minute. But I'll show you another. Like he just come with all these shouts and they go viral like that. I know y'all probably heard, I know you probably heard this right here too. This another one he had came up with that went viral like about 3 years ago. This one. Hallelujah. You know the storm is passing over. Hallelujah. You know the storm is passing. You know the you know the you know the you know the you know hallelujah. It won't be long from woo 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 woo. You know the you know the storm. You know the storm. It, you know the storm. You know the storm. Not the storm. They go. It won't be long from now. What? It won't be long from now. Yeah, he come up with all these shouts y'all, on the like on the top of his head like that, and they go viral. And then he ends up coming up with all these. Uh, everybody end up doing all these shout. They end up doing them at their church. And not just his what he do for his shouts, but the man can naturally preach the word of God. Like when I tell y'all the man can preach, the man can preach. I actually had a chance to go see them last year. They had, I mean, the man can preach. When I tell you he can preach, the man can preach. I'm telling you. Let me go get my food study, so I could be done here in a minute. But the man can natural preach. I mean, preach the walls off the building. Literally. That's just what he do. And it ain't nothing. It's all like you could tell when you just highly anointed. It's all highly anointed. Like, man. When I tell you these guys truly carry the title of, because we know apostles are builders. Apostles and bishops are builders. They lead and they guide and they build. That's what apostles and bishops do. And you know, they build up the next generation for what's coming next, but they also are they also not only building the next generation, but they also like everything they touch literally double and triple in size. When they're true apostles, like literally they everything, like they church growth is insane. Like they church growth, they able to take uh and go from one church to having three or four in the next, so many years. And that's just the truth. That's just when they anointed to do that. That's what they are called to do. That's what they are called to do, and they do it. Um, it's just part of the anointing that's over their life. It's easy for people to follow them. You know what I'm saying? They become overseers, and people want to follow them. They want to be up under them. They grow, and people see that, and that's what they want to do. You know, uh, and I know a lot of them. I mean, I know a lot of them that are apostles. That's what they do. Uh, and then I know some that's apostles that don't have that calling. They are apostles, but they just got the title and the elevation from it, but that's not really what they're called to do. But I mean, they got the elevation and the title due to the fact that they've been in a position so long. When sometimes that's not, if you're not called to do that, then you're not called to do it. Don't you know? It's not a bad thing, because everybody's just ain't. Maybe she'll call them to just be a pastor, to lead, and which is fine. It's cool to be a pastor. If that's what you're doing, that's amazing. That's we gotta have pastors. Everybody ain't called to build and grow. You know, everybody's not gonna do that. And again, I feel like that's okay. I don't feel like that's a bad thing at all. Yep, growth is a part there, and I just like I said, I don't feel like that's a bad thing at all when you not if you're not called and you a pastor, and just because that's the next level that's right up under. If you're not ready, if it's not what you're doing, then I mean, it is what it is. But that's what they're doing. So, uh, but you got him. You got Bishop Younger. Uh, definitely. I mean, um, it's another one. It's another guy named Bishop Jacobs that I watch. Uh, I watched him build a church. He started a church. His spiritual father had came to him and told him that it was time to step out on his own. Uh, it's time now, and he said he was like, "No, I ain't ready for that. What you talking about? I ain't ready to step on my own. Yeah, I want to stay here." And he was like, "No, it's time for you to step out on your own now. You got everything it takes and need to step out of your own." And he said, "No, I'm not ready." And he said, "Yes, you are ready. God told me you was ready." And so, of course, he obeyed his. He obeyed his. He listened to his spiritual father, not obeyed. I ain't gonna use that word because we only obey God. He listened to his spiritual father, and then he began to believe it because he opened up a church, and of course, everybody around him. He opened up a small church to start, and he was only in his basement, and all of a sudden, his basement was too big for what they had. Um, too big for what they had. He ended up opening up a church, a bigger building, and they outgrew the bigger building in less than 6 months. They had to get a bigger building. Before you realize it, he had 500 members in that location, in the one location. Um, yeah, he had 500 members in the location. So then he was like, well, was time to build a bigger church and step out and actually not rent a building, but actually build a church and it be their church. He owned it and actually put what he wanted in it. Everybody around him said that the church won't last 6 months. Um, because he actually did this during the pandemic. He did this during the pandemic. And when all the churches was closing, he was building a church from the ground up when all the churches was closing. Everybody around him said, "Are you crazy? You won't last 6 months." And he said God told him to do it. God told him to do it. So he, when every church is closing, y'all know all the churches is closing. They were closing left and right. He ended up building the church during the pandemic. The church opened up within the year. Members come from far and wide that he didn't even have at the time. He ended up gaining 289 members. He said, "I would say it's a 289, some with a nine on it, either 289 or 279 or 299, one of them. But it was two, something like that, or 269, something like that. But I know it was up in that range."
he ended up gaining that during the pandemic. Big high doctors. Not just know a little bit of nothing, y'all. He getting doctors and lawyers, ones who gonna pay their tithes and all that to help him build. That's what he's getting during the pandemic when all the churches was closing. People were flocking to him. So they opened up that church during after that pandemic. They did like live, just all live stuff live. He ended up started broadcasting live every Sunday. He would get people from everywhere watching his lives, joining on live, sewing on live. I know I even sewed a seed on live. Um, and that's just one of the guys that I started watching. Um, y'all would so he had so many members. The church was in Indianapolis. He had another. God told him you need to open up another church in Hammond, Indiana, which was like a little bit from there, maybe like I want to say an hour and a half away, and do two services on Sundays. And he questioned God. He said he questioned God. He's like, God, wait a minute. I know you didn't let me exceed. Now I got 700 and some members. You asking me to go in a location that I know nothing about and start a church during the pandemic. God, are you sure I'm hearing you right, God? Is this right? Or am I hearing you correctly? What's going on? He said, I know I hear from God. I know I hear from God. Real well, but God, hey, wait a minute now. That's a little extreme. During the pandemic, you don't let me exceed get one church open during the pandemic, but now you telling me to go in a whole nother region where I know nobody yet. I don't know no, even though it's in Indiana, I know nobody. I don't got nothing to start with. I don't know where to even begin it. Well, how do wait a minute? How this gonna work? This can't work. Lord, what you want me to do? He said, God told him to do what I say. Do what I say, and I'm gonna bless you. I'm gonna bless you even more. If you be obedient to what I say, I'm gonna bless you even more. So he go and he looking for a building. He looking for a building, y'all can't find a building. He said, God tell him that's too small. That's why you can't find it because you're not listening to me. He said, I told you to go find a church like what you have. I didn't tell you to go start all over again. I said you not to start all over again. I told you to go find a church. You already done exceeded that level already in your life. I need you to go find a church. What you supposed to be looking for, not nobody that starts from scratch. You already been there. So he said, "Oh God, wait a minute. So you want me to go find a church that seats 2,000 people? What in the world, God? 2,000 people. I got no praise and worship leader down here. I got nothing here. You want me to go find a church that seats 2,000 people?" He said, "Yeah." God said, "Yeah." He go find the church, y'all. He opened up the church. He said, for 3 weeks straight, he had six members in the church. He said, God, did I miss? What's going on? He said, you're not trusting me. He says, God, tell him you're not trusting me. I need you to preach like you preach in the 2000, like you preaching Indianapolis. I need you to preach to them people like you preaching in Hammond. Them six people like you preaching to them that 800,000 that you got in Indianapolis. He said, y'all, he started going every Sunday preaching like that, just preaching his heart out. Like God told him to. He would preach like it was he said every week you look up, it was 10 new members joining. Every time you look up, it was 10 more. It was 10 more. 10 more members would join. This person would tell that person. This person would come tell this person. They would go to the homeless shelter. People would join from the homeless shelter, get saved and delivered off of drugs, and get good jobs, come in, paying tithes, become top tier members, helping build this church up. He said he would go there every week and never had a praise and worship leader, never had nobody to sing nothing. Um, he said, God, I'm preaching, I'm singing. My church is big in Hammond. I got 100 some members in. I mean, I got 100 some members in Hammond now, but I need a team. Man, he said God just started bringing in people, sending people from everywhere that want to join us. And now the church in Hammond is bigger than the one in Indianapolis. The church in Hammond way bigger than the one in Indianapolis. They got everything. So they have mostly all their big stuff. So they just rebuilt. They just built another church in Hammond recently. Um, cause the one location they had, some happened with the some happened with something, and they end up having to sell it out and relocate. They started renting different big churches in Indianapolis for a while, and so they was like they had the churches that they was renting though was like the traditional big huge church, like traditional big church. It wasn't like the newer model churches how they have them now. Like it wasn't like that the flat stage and all of that. And he said God told him that he need to go and put that blue wall. They used to have a blue wall that they was known for in the other church, and God told him he needed to make sure that blue wall was back in the church, and that's where his foundation was built off of that blue wall. Everybody was attracted to that blue wall, so that's what he needed back in. So this new church, he built it now. It's got that blue wall, but it's huge. It's church humongous. They got food pantry. They got everything. It's humongous, and it's theirs. They own it and all that good stuff. Um, but yeah, the one in Hammond is it's doing really well. Um, he actually just he just opened. I don't want to say it wrong. I want to say St. Louis. So he had a pastor. One of the pastors that he had under him ended up moving to like I want to say Minnesota or something. And they opened up. He's the overseer of one of that church, but he just opened. I want to say St. Louis, y'all. But they have church. They only have churches there once a month. It's another church he just opened, and they have church there. Cause I got some friends that go there. Actually, real friends I grew up with that go to the church in Indianapolis. My friend that I grew up with named John White is actually the head. Not the praise and worship leader. He's the choir director. See, they got a choir and a praise team. They got a choir and a praise. That's how big it is. This man has got bukus of money coming in. They got a choir and a praise team, and the choir just won like some big, huge choir contest here recently. And my buddy John White is the choir director. Hold on one second. Let me see. I gotta see where he because I just talked to him, and I asked him did they have church in Hammond because I wanted me and Babe, I wanted me Babe and Jason to go down to the church in Hammond on I believe it's second Sunday or third Sunday because they have church in Indianapolis like first Sunday at night, and then they have it like at first Sunday at night, then they have it in Hammond like second or third Sunday, and then this new place that he just opened up, they have it in. Hold on, I gotta look. It's gonna bother me if I don't look. Hold on. Okay, got it. So they're in John said they're in Indianapolis on first Sundays. On third Sundays, they're in Hammond. In fourth Sundays, they're in Philadelphia. That's where they are. That's where he opened up the new church as in Philadelphia. Yep. They go all the way to Philly for church on fourth Sundays. At night though, not in the morning. Just at night on fourth Sundays. And all their services are online. You can verify all this with me, which I can verify all this with y'all when I go there. I'll tell y'all exactly where everything is at and all that. Once I go there and get settled and all that good stuff, and then get ready to eat and all that, I'll show y'all. I'll tell y'all exactly where the services are, what times, all that good stuff. Let my oil get heated up right now. Let my potatoes cook. Uh, Let that oil heat up for 2 more minutes. Mm. Yep. Yeah. So they got a very powerful test, very powerful ministry. Uh, I also watch amazing praise team leader as well in both locations. Uh, the one praise team leader that's in Indianapolis, uh, he's a minister. The one that's in Indianapolis, is a minister. The one that's in Hammond is a pastor. They also have the Yardie Stack. They got a CD that they just came out with in Hammond because Hammond's got singers. They just got singers. The whole group, they just got singers. In Indianapolis, they got the choir in Indianapolis, but in Hammond they just got singers all the way across the board, like all the way across the board. They got singers. They just got singers. Ain't nothing you can really say about it. Everybody could lead. They went from not having nothing in Hammond to just having singers. Like they just got them. They do. Uh, then I watch and see these guys. All the crazy thing about it is all these guys right here fellowship with each other. That's what makes it such amazing. So a lot of times when they have conferences and stuff, all these guys fellowship with one another. So you got Younger and Jacobs, and then hold on 1 second. Um, you got Younger, you got Jacob. I don't know why I'm drawing a blank because YLC is actually one of my favorite churches I found during the pandemic. That's probably my favorite because they got my favorite praise and worship leader over at YLC. They used to have they used to during the pandemic. A lot of the churches were just kind of shut down during the pandemic, and uh, they used to have like all the top notch praising leaders because they was about the only one that was having church still in Atlanta. YLC was. Nobody ever had COVID, none of that, and they were still about the only church that was having COVID in Atlanta. They wasn't having like open service, but they were still having church. Atlanta wasn't having no church at all. It was people that literally had no church whatsoever, but they were still having YLC was still having services. And so he went out and got uh again, these guys are builders. Like they just builders. I can't even explain it. These guys are builders. Um it's crazy. Like so during the pandemic, he actually started this as just YLC stands for Young Leaders Conference. And it was only just a conference, and he started during the pandemic. It was just a conference ordeal for young up and coming leaders to build up and coming leaders during the pandemic. Sorry about that, y'all. So it was just to build up and coming leaders during the pandemic. Help build them, help strengthen them. It wasn't technically a church at all. At all. Um, but they would just have like online stuff because nobody in Atlanta was having church. Um, Hold on one second. I'm burning on food. That's perfect. I don't need to add no seasoning to those or nothing. I mean, no butter or nothing to them. I'm glad I took some of that butter out of them. Um, yeah. He said, walking by faith, not by sight, for sure. I see they believe it and not been shaken by the things of this world. That is why they grow. Yep, absolutely. So, he ended up hearing God, and he decided to turn it into a church after the pandemic started to slow down. He turned it into a church. During that time period, it built 600 members in a short period of time. So his dad is a preacher too. Hold on one second. Hold on one second. Okay. So meanwhile, so his dad is a preacher too. Is a bishop. Actually, his dad was his overseer. Um, and his dad had a big church in Atlanta as well. Pretty big size church in Atlanta. I can't remember the name of it, but he had been there for like 20 years. And his dad for older, kind of in his 60s. His one of the a big, huge church in Chicago. Big, huge church in Chicago. Um, reached out to his dad and asked his dad, would he come to pastor in Chicago? This big, huge church that got a name on it that one week. I can't think of the name of it, but it holds a lot of weight. The name holds a lot of weight, and also it holds a lot of money. They offered him some major money to come pastor at this church, like some six-figure dollars to come pastor at this church. And so the dad prayed on it and he accepted it. So now that leaves his church open for a pastor. And I found his name. His name is Mark Moore. That's his name. Um, um, so then Mark Moore, it leaves his dad church open. So now his dad, the people at his church, make Mark Moore the interim pastor. Within 2 weeks, they named him the pastor. Uh, Somehow, the church wanted the name of the church to be YLC, which is what his other church was called. So they literally shut down. They literally stopped that. They literally changed the name of the church to YLC because they felt like it was respect to Mark Moore. But the person who ran the building didn't like it. So they ended up kicking Mark and them out of this building. Uh, Remember, Mark already had his own building from the YLC days. So, but Mark was just renting out his building because it kind of fell at different times, and some happened where it just wasn't working out. But now Mark can go back into his building and go back to building on his building because his building is awesome. It's state of the art, got everything in it, going crazy. His dad got 400 members, so with lots of money, it's going good. This is how they supposed to be. Last time I made chicken, I put too much stuff on it. They had too much seasoning and not too much salt or nothing. But there was just too much garlic and stuff. I put too much onion powder and stuff on it. I didn't care for them. I like onion powder. I like garlic and stuff, but I still want to taste my chicken some. So I'm gonna put all these in here, and then I can just leave them in a container when I'm done eating, and I ain't gotta put them up. Gotta be smart, cause they mine anyways, and I'm the only one gonna eat them. So I might as well leave them in a container. That's why I don't leave them out, and they go bad.
Okay. Okay. Let me go here. Sorry, y'all. It was after that. Thanks, Tori. Yeah. So he ended up taking over, moving back in his building, which was state of the art. And then, but a lot of people was mad because his building was way away from where they normally would go. So what he had to do, he got to open up a church in that area. So he had to find another building, and open up another church in that area. Um, Thriving so much, he ended up getting too big for what they had. He had to go and build another building in that area. They built a new building in that area, and now they got a brand new building. They call it something. I can't remember what they call it. It's called YLC, but it's called something, the dome or the something they call it. But yeah, um, ain't done yet. He ended up going on from there, and God told him to open up another church in another part of Georgia. Open up another church. Now he got three churches in Georgia, and what he got 2,000 some members between all three churches. Yeah, so and all them guys are good friends. But Younger got more money than everybody. Younger, the one that got more, he got more than everybody. Younger, he got churches all overseas. Yeah, he got churches all overseas. So. I know. Y'all, well, I'm about to get off here for a minute, y'all. I gotta take care of some business. 1:30, and I gotta get up early in the morning. So I'm gonna eat my food and then I am going to pass out. I will see you guys tomorrow for sure. Um, and it was nice talking with you guys. So you guys have a blessed night. Sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite. Bye bye, everybody. See you tomorrow. Bye bye.